Anyway, one of the biggest kind of climate threats in Ireland at the moment is something called LNG. So LNG stands for liquefied natural gas. Basically, for the first time in history, the United States has become a net exporter of energy through fracking or frack gas. So this involves drilling the Earth's crust, releasing all these chemicals, capturing the gas that escapes, bringing that gas to an LNG liquefaction plant, turn the gas into a liquid, hence LNG, liquefied natural gas. Once it's a liquid, put it on a ship, send it across the Atlantic to somewhere like Ireland, where we'd have an LNG terminal that would turn that liquid gas back into regular gas and put it through our network. That whole process is hugely energy intensive. Natural gas is a marketing term, like there's nothing fucking, like it's a fossil fuel, it's fossil gas. Yeah, when it leaks, it's 86 times better at trapping heat than carbon dioxide. So it's sold as like the cleanest fossil fuel, but it's a complete lie. Being the cleanest fossil fuel is like being the safest gun. Like it's still really fucking dangerous and we shouldn't be using it. Anyway, this is a song about LNG, which is a very niche topic. It's called LNJesus Christ. So there's fossil fuel companies are planning to build LNG terminals in Ireland, and we're trying to stop them. The two biggest projects planned are in Shannon and in Cork, so that's where you guys are going to come in. So first of all, go to lngfree.ie and sign the Not Here Not Anywhere's petition. But second of all, tonight I'm going to just split you in half down the middle. So everybody to my left over here, you're group 1, alright? Throw up your hands if you're in group 1 there. Group 1? Alright, everybody on this side, group 2? So, if you don't like your part, you can swap. So group 1, your line is going to be Shannon. So on the count of 3, I want you to say Shannon as loud as you can, alright? 1, 2, 3. Shannon! Louder than that, group 1. Shannon on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, Shannon! Alright? So your line is Shannon. And group 2, your line is going to be Cork. On the count of 3, say Cork. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Alright? And now this is the tricky part, alright? Both groups at the same time have to say LNJesus Christ, alright? So, say LNJesus Christ on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. LNJesus Christ! Alright, so now I'm going to say ignore reports and then feed us lies. Shannon, Cork, LNJesus Christ. They won't fool us once, they won't fool us twice. Shannon, Cork, LNJesus Christ. Alright, start the track routine, that's as good as we're going to get. Shortage, extreme weather and societal tension. You're not worried about the climate, you're not paying attention. The forces of greed versus the forces of nature. Optimism bias won't stop the melting of glaciers. Everything looks rosy out the overturned window. Meanwhile temperatures rise and hurricane winds blow. We keep kicking the can when it's clear as can be. If Mother Nature was a man, we take her seriously. The hypocrisy is possibly what gets me the most. Sell us beautiful lies when they're trying to win votes. Double speak on repeat. Are you having a laugh? Energy security from freedom gas. It's fossil gas, fuck the term natural gas. Seems your policies remain firm back in the past. If Europe was a school, we'd be back in a class. Need to end fossil fuels, fuck fracking for gas. Ignore reports, then they feed us lies. Shannon, Cork, LNJesus Christ. They won't fool us once, they won't fool us twice. Shannon, Cork, LNJesus Christ. Ignore reports, then they feed us lies. Shannon, Cork, LNJesus Christ. They won't fool us once, they won't fool us twice. Shannon, Cork, LNJesus Christ. Your nads told me sleep is the cousin of death. The doctors gave us 12 years, but only 7 are left. 7 years, focus on the next decade, not some LNG company in Texas State who are poisoning the water and ruining lives as well as desecrating lands of indigenous tribes. A textbook example of the many be the few. LNG has 3 letters and they don't include you. Career politicians hope that nobody's listening. They fast track decisions based on corporate interest. Deliberately dodge discussion, hold democracy in a headlock. Don't drill any deeper as monsters under the bedrock. Not just Fine Gael, Fianna Fáil or compliant. A guilty opposition leader who just sat there in silence. This gateway to Europe, dream is distorted. We'll never be let close aside of US importance. Ignore reports, then they feed us lies. They won't fool us once, they won't fool us twice. Ignore reports, then they feed us lies. They won't fool us once, they won't fool us twice. But it's amazing what can happen when you channel your frustration. You can broaden people's minds, redefine a generation. A better world is out there just beyond our view. But you have to go and take it, it won't come to you. Real heroes don't wear capes and they don't have powers. Real heroes seek a change so they give up their hours. Real heroes walk amongst us and they don't get the credit. On the losing side of most of their countless endeavours. But I'm inspired every week by the people that I meet. Those who see through the deceit, those who take it to the streets, those who give up their evenings, go to activist meetings, those who refuse to be defeated, know their sacrifice has meaning, those who can't yet vote, won't take that as their excuse. I wish our country's leaders had the wisdom of its youths. The clock keeps ticking, pretty soon it'll be time out. If the planet was a plank, we would have rescued it by now.